Good morning from Panhandle Outdoors, America's only daily outdoor TV show. Your source for fishing, hunting, and information for folks who enjoy the great outdoors. Now sit back, relax. It's Panhandle Outdoors.
Good Monday morning, folks. Welcome to Panhandle Outdoors. I'm Winston Chester. Glad to hear this morning. Got a big week lined up, and as always, I appreciate the feedback, and I get a joy out of reading a lot of things y'all send to me. And Listen, sometimes it falls between the cracks. I've mentioned this before. If you sent me something I hadn't returned some kind of answer, please send it again. I just sometimes get overwhelmed with it on all kinds of things. So I'm very happy to be overwhelmed with it. Let's move on. Weather brought to us by Gulf Coast Air Conditioning, Drew Pollard, and his hard-working crew taking care of our everyday comfort needs. We're looking at a high today of 83 and low of 62. And the water temperature is 77 degrees at the end of the pier. Our Monday moon forecast brought to us by the good folks at Coca-Cola downtown there, and the Coca-Cola spread all over. Great history of that company and good drinks too. The new moon is going to be this Friday on November the 1st. Can you believe this Friday is going to be November the 1st? And the full moon of November will be on the 15th. So Friday night, the 15th, will be the full moon of November. Tide chart brought to us by Kent Forest Lawn. We're looking at neap tides, just nothing going on with tides for a couple of days, and it's going to sort of be laid out. The wind's going to be coming at about a south-southeast, which is a little different now. It's been coming out of north-northwest for 2 weeks, but south-southeast at 5 to 10. All right, we'll take our break. We'll be right back. Okay, well, welcome back. Got a good one right here. I want to start off with all kinds of pictures. Start off with this one. We got a good story to it. One of our loyal viewers, Greg Taylor of Accounts Real Estate. He's been with us since we started the show. A good outdoorsman, just a great turkey hunter, a great fisherman, and he's always watching the show. He sent this to us, so I'm gonna read it to you first and show you the picture. Check this out, okay? Coach, the attached video description of an old pompano catch 44 years ago. This would be today, okay? Okay, we're talking about October. Hello, Coach. I hope you're doing well. You talk about October being a prime pompano month. So I found an old picture that kind of points that out. On October the 25th, 1980, 44 years ago, I caught my best average weight per fish stringer of pompano. I had six pompano that weighed an even 18 pounds. With fish ranging from 2 1/4 to 4 1/4 pounds. I caught them in the afternoon on a jig, sight fishing off the second sandbar at the city pier. Is that not cool? Even more cool. A special note, this photo was taken by Captain B.J. Putnam, the legendary B.J. Putnam, in front of his original Hatfish tackle store when it was located in the parking lot where Diver's Den Shop is now adjacent to J. Michael's restaurant. That goes way back in great history there as far as the Putnam, but even more exciting. Can you imagine catching 6 pompano? That's averaging 3 pounds of fish, a pompano. And check this out. Here's a picture, half-inch tackle. You old timers remember that. Those 6 pompano, caught them on a jig just sight fishing in October 44 years ago, and that's why we talk about October being a good month. I couldn't help but to get tickled at the, looking at where the word half-inch is, above the letter A, you can see the reflection of the Sunshine Junior store, and that used to be a big outfit with Sunshine Junior stores. They were one of our early sponsors until they went to Express Lanes and all that, but it was, even Express Lanes sponsored us in the early years. So Greg Taylor, thank you for sending that picture. That's cool, and appreciate you moving on. Listen, from the governor, he's talking about some disaster relief. This was released last Friday, and funding on for disaster relief for the Fish and Wildlife Foundation, the rebuilding of fishing and aquaculture infrastructure. So that's a big deal. It's really there in the Big Bend. So that's not going to affect us, but check this out. In the same, okay, the governor announced several discounts on fishing and hunting license, including lifetime license to get anglers back on the water. So this includes half off short-term licenses for floridiums from October 25th to January 3rd, a little window there. Okay, the second one at 50%. This is big, folks. You're talking about Christmas. A 50% discount on lifetime sportsman licenses for children up to 17 years of age. And here's a good price. Age 4 or younger, it's normally $200. I'm sorry, it's normally $400, $200. And you're talking about a great Christmas present for a kid. They won't appreciate it now, but the rest of their life they will, I promise you, as you get older. Ages 5 to 12, it's half price at $350. And then even for teenagers, normally $1,000, it's half price at $500. And then on the bottom, I think it says, additionally, FWC is offering annual saltwater and freshwater combo licenses. Wow, for just $5. This is great. The fishing industry brings in $9.2 billion in our economy. So anyway, so I just want to pass that on. I personally appreciate the governor and his staff doing something like that. I want you to sort of spread the word for folks, because that's a good deal there. I know we bought some for our grandkids and all, and it's special to them. So once they get older, you know, out of that age group, when they get 18, it's too late to do it. But so be aware of that. Okay, I started to show this on Friday's show, didn't get a chance to finish it up. This is over in Choctawhatchee River, the Carroll family, Cody, Jeff, all the Carrolls, a big fishermen over. This is Chris Carroll and Cody, and they bite. Listen to this. This was funny. They had a good day. The bite turned off after lunch, and it'll do that, but not before I landed a 16.5-inch crappie, the biggest I've ever landed. Had a couple other catches that were not our intended target. I will say, it was cold on that first ride down the river. This last week when that was the cold mornings. Those cold mornings or something. What a nice crappie right there. Speckled perch, as my dad called them. And what a great catch, too. You always have to put that drink can on there to show how big they are. So that is a good catch. And some little side catches there. What is that, a sucker? Looks like that, side catches. Anyway, that when it fills up the ice chest lid, you know it's a fine one. Good job, the Carroll family over there in the northern part of Walton County. All right, let's take a break. We'll be right back. Okay, welcome back. I always get, like I say, let's jump over from northern Walton County. Let's jump over down to Weewall, David Rich of the Rich's IGA. He's good about sending pictures in. He catches a lot of fish. He just sent these in. Check this out. He had a good catch. Is that some nice, I told you, October, he's out there fishing. Check this out. David and the family out fishing, and I'm going to tell you where they are, but I think I know. And ice chest full right there. Good job, David. I know when you take them all out, and you go yourself, you're good about taking your mom, wife, everybody else. So that's a good job there. All right, now, don't forget, tonight, I know you've cleared your calendar and put on Bay County Historical Society, 6 o'clock down at the library, and it's going to be, the speaker will be me, and I'll be talking about the fishing and the actual boat building heritage that we have here. We have such a rich heritage, and I have all kind of pictures. I'll bring in some artifacts and all. I appreciate them inviting me to speak. I've already had several of y'all text me or email me and said you're going to be there, but it'll be enjoyable. We're going to have a good time. We've got a lot of pictures to tell some stories, and it's going to be a good time. So I'd love to see some of y'all there. It'll be at 6 o'clock tonight at the Bay County Library. Now, we always talk about, boots on the ground, and the term for watermen is boats on the water. And so a lot of us with boats on the water, we see things and, we know what's going on. We feel like we have a good, comfortable grasp on it if you spend so much time outdoors. So, but also, I personally like to talk to experts and read research, and I share them with you on the different triple tail catches and all kind of things. I love talking to experts on the scientific side. I'm not saying everything they say is based on fact. I'm not saying I agree with everything they say, but they really do a good job, especially people like the Florida Wildlife Research Institute and NOAA. I really have a lot of respect for these marine biologists and scientists that we talk to. So here, right coming up here, I've got a little 6-minute, I was at a conference, and I got a little 6-minute video talking to them, and they're good. So Jeff, let's roll this video. All right, folks, listen, I've spent an amazing day out here at the NOAA lab out here at Panama City Beach. I've been at a workshop, and these two folks right here ran this workshop. They invited me. Thank y'all for inviting me.
Thank you for coming.
Okay, I want y'all to introduce yourself and tell our viewers who you are.
Okay, I'm Mandy Karnauskas. I'm the Ecosystem Science Lead for the Southeast Fisheries Science Center in Miami.
Okay.
And my name is Matt McPherson, and I lead the Social Sciences Research Group at the Southeast Fisheries Science Center in Miami.
And y'all have your PhDs, is that right?
Yes, we
Yes.
do.
Okay, this is fascinating because you know us, we don't have our PhDs, but these guys and girls here, what first impressed me was the common sense approach they had. We just sat down and we've had the most interesting day.
Extremely interesting.
In general, what is y'all's job in general, Mandy?
So my job is to support the Science Center in trying to bring a more holistic management approach. So we've managed with single species stock assessments for a long time, and it's worked and it's been very successful, but we're always being asked to improve our work, and we're always trying to improve our work. And so we're getting a lot of support for trying to look at ways to manage the ecosystem more holistically and think not just about the single species, but interactions between the species and other factors outside the fisheries that are affecting the fisheries. So my job is to try and get a handle on those factors that we should be accounting for in our management beyond just the fishing itself.
And we had some great input today. And okay, tell us about you.
Well, I'm an anthropologist by training, but the group that I lead, we look at both the social impacts and the economic impacts of fisheries regulations, changes in the fisheries over time. And we're working, right now with Mandy, we're particularly concerned to make sure that the human dimension is included, and taken into consideration in fisheries management. So we want it not only to be the biological side and the stock assessment side, but we want to make sure that the human side is integrated into that whole picture.
And this is cool. Y'all are doing it around the state. Now, where have y'all been so far?
Well, we started in Pine Island, Florida last year, and Madeira Beach. We had 2 workshops last year. And then this week we're up here in Panama City, and then tomorrow we're going to Destin to do the workshop.
And so they're getting feedback from all over. We had a great group. We had some great feedback today, didn't we?
Yeah,
absolutely fantastic, yeah.
If you know these sticky notes behind us, these post-it notes, okay, they're sort of enlarged so we can see them better. But this board was blank when we got here, and we just started putting up all kinds of stuff. But right here in the center, snapper group of population. Okay, that's sort of what we was sort of focused and everything. And this I know it's not going to make a lot of sense to y'all, but I'll explain it to you day by day. Well, this is some fascinating stuff that we got today. Tell us just sort of sum it up a little bit.
You can talk about that side.
Sure, well, yeah. So why don't I talk about the biology? I mean, again, we talk about first some of the biological and physical factors that are affecting the fisheries, and then we move into the sort of social and economic factors. So on the biological side, some of the factors that seem to be really influential, we talked about a lot, were the shark populations, the abundance of sharks. We also talked about freshwater influences, pollution, and bait fish abundance. So those were kind of the main factors that we talked about on the physical and biological side.
And let me interject this because we've talked about this as viewers in our TV show, the bait abundance, the pollution, okay, the sharks. I mean, it's been brought out today, so that's been some really good stuff.
Yeah, and we got great information. I mean, not just about the shark population, but some of the interactions and even how the populations themselves sort of self-regulate. It was really interesting.
And then on the social side of things, we talked about how these, how the fish populations, impact, the economy, the local fish market, the fish industry, and we also talked a lot about, regulations and, how regulations, impact the kinds of things that fishermen can do, and that impacts, their economy. And all those things, you can see all these arrows, they're all feeding back over onto the biological side. So, the way that people can fish, the amount of fish that they can take, the timing of fishing and all of that, has an impact, on the biological side of things. So it's all tied together.
It's all tied together.
Yeah.
And that's what all these arrows in the flow chart. This is a true flow chart.
Yeah.
Everything flows together. Okay, this is awesome. Well, thank y'all very much. What does the future hold? What do you think from y'all's viewpoint? What does the future hold for our fishing in general?
Well, I guess we can each answer that individually, but I guess from my perspective, there's a lot of complexities and they're really difficult to account for. I mean, fishery systems, ecosystems are just really complex, and so I think the future holds just new and exciting ways to account for these effects, and a lot of it comes back to, working with stakeholders and understanding their views and using their local knowledge and trying to integrate that into our management and science, because I think it really does make it a lot more robust. So.
Okay, cool.
And for me, I think we also talked a lot about just the importance of fishing for the local culture, historically the local heritage, and I think for me it reaffirms why it is that we're doing this, why we're managing these fisheries, trying to maintain this resource for our kids and for the future. So it re-inspires me to keep working, to keep working harder in this area. And I also hope, that in the future, we'll be able to continue to engage more and more with the stakeholders and resource users, so that we can all sort of manage this resource together for long-term sustainability.
That is awesome. And folks, we're looking at two PhDs, two scientists, and they have this passion that you and I have. This passion about our future. They have a lot of knowledge, but we know what they're doing today. They're on the road up here in Panama City getting feedback from us, from the stakeholders. And I appreciate it, I know our viewers appreciate it, and we just ask y'all to come back and see us.
We'll definitely do
We sure will. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Great.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Okay, welcome back. That's what I call good stuff and good information there. I hope you enjoyed it. Let's move on now and take a look at our fishing game time, brought to us by Blue Water Outriggers in Port St. Joe. We're looking at this morning 8:51 to 10:51, this evening from 9:10 to 11:10. If y'all out there tonight, tonight's getting a little bit cooler. Now, don't forget, this Saturday is a big squirrel tournament. And if you get a chance to go to it, it's going to be a lot of fun. I hope to be there if all things work out. I plan on being there. Camp Seclusion up in Liberty County. We always talk a lot here about dogs. We all have this special affinity and love for our dogs, and I don't have one now, but in my lifetime I've had dogs, and I know a lot of y'all have your dogs, and I have this special love for them. I'm gonna give a little testimony. Let me tell you about William Perry. William played, he went 06, I think class 05-06, in an outdoor class. He played football for us, and a good football player, got a football scholarship, and his dad was Billy Perry, and his granddad was Bill Perry. If you remember the quail hunt dogs, you old timers remember Bill Perry. So that's a Perry line. And William married one of my track girls, Ariel, and they have a couple of kids now. William does my taxes, and he went to accounting, and just a great young man. And he's downtown on Harrison Avenue. I'd go down and take our taxes. He'd have his old dog there. His dad loved dogs, his mom loved dogs, and his mom was an elementary school teacher in Haven Elementary, wonderful teacher. So that's the background on the Perry family. Let me read this to you right here, okay? I went in there the other day, okay? It's taken me several days to find the words to fully describe losing Rex. I remember picking Rex out of the litter, what would have been 15 years ago this Christmas. He experienced life with me and was always there, willing to be petted or just snuggle up in clothes. He adopted Ariel when we got married and stole her heart. He got an upgrade when she came along, and he thoroughly enjoyed his new opportunities to snuggle on the couch or on the bed. He was there when we brought our two kids home. He loved them and let them love on him. He loved his extended family that he got to visit when we went on trips he couldn't join. All he wanted to do was be close to his people. The countless photos and videos we have sifted through over the last several days have just proved that with him in the background of so many, I couldn't have picked a better pup, and I sure am going to miss him. Love you, sweet Rexy boy, rest in peace. Now, William, he like I say, he just loved the dog, and he's special to me. So I went to his Facebook page. Here's a picture of William playing college football, okay? He played at Jacksonville University. And then the next, I want to show one picture real quick of he and Ariel at their wedding. So that's his Facebook page. Just wonderful people. But I want to show you, I'm going to show you this little video, if we can get it going. I'm going to try to get back here to the beginning. He put his little video on. That's Rexy right there. I just wanted to show it to you. and it took me several days. So you can understand the love and feeling he has for the dog. And he'd had him down at the office with him sometimes. They go down there. Is that not just, this is precious? I wanted to share this with you because I know y'all have the same love for your dog, and that's he snuggled up with him, and this was such a good dog. And he lived a full life of 15 years and meant so much to his family. That's Ariel there. Ariel, there's one of the kids. I just wanted to share this with you because I knew you'll appreciate it. Isn't that special? Got some more shots coming in here. Yeah. Look at there. This just brought home a lot of memories to me and how dogs can be. You don't see this in any other TV show. Nobody's going to show something like this because it just takes the time. Look, got them in the house. All right, there's the kids. Is that not some special pictures? All right. You're hugging them. Rexy. Ariel is a PA. Okay, rest in peace, Rexy. So I just wanted, I know y'all would appreciate that, and I'm glad to share it. And it just meant a lot to me. I just appreciate, William never gets on Facebook. I think that's the only post I've ever seen him make, but he just wanted to express his feelings. And there's some good things on social media, a lot of bad stuff, but a lot of good things too. So I enjoy picking stuff up like that. So give your dog a big hug today. And I know it brings back some memories for a lot of y'all. So we're gonna have to start wrapping it up. I had a chance to, I had a chance to see William the other day, and he was doing well, and he, like I say, I can't say enough good things about William Perry and his family. So we'll wrap it up for today. Ariel was a good track star too. Like I say, she's a PA out there at the beach. So we're gonna wrap it up. Thank you all for watching our show. We appreciate the viewership, and we always say do something good for someone else, and we mean that. If you get a chance today, find someone that sort of needs something good done to them and help them out. Enjoy the outdoors. Take care of it, and God bless.
Thanks for watching America's only daily outdoor TV show, Panhandle Outdoors with Winston Chester, featuring hunting, fishing, and other activities and information to help you enjoy the great outdoors. Join us next time for Panhandle Outdoors.